Hey guys, welcome to Outlaw Edge Blade Works. It's going to be kind of noisy in here. I'm in my garage again. The weather is actually pretty nice out. It's like 35 degrees. Got to see the snow melt a little bit today. And water's everywhere. It's going to be a big old muddy swamp pretty soon for the spring. But I was thinking about water bottles today and how they evolved throughout the years and all the different styles that you can get. And so this is a Bota bag. This is something I remember all the hippies and woodsmen and whatever. This is what they'd carry their wine, water, whatever they had. I don't even know if anybody ever even carried any water in these. Probably all wine. But anyways, so this was back in the day. You just uncap this and drink out of it. You got a shoulder sling, throw it over your shoulder, carry it around. Unfiltered water right there. So you can get sick taking this out of a stream. But I guess they didn't realize that back then. And then this one means a lot to me because this has a strap on the front of it, and it's got like this material and whatever with a plastic insert inside. And this is what my grandpa, for years and years and years when I was growing up, this is what my grandpa had on the grill of his truck. And when we were up in the mountains goofing off, my grandpa dipped this in the streams, fill it up, we'd drink right out of the streams. Could have got real sick, I guess, and I did. But they finally came out with the water bottles later on, and you can boil water in these when you're out in the woods. You can carry these in your truck, car, backpacks. A lot of people carry them in their backpacks nowadays, or their day bags. You see them all over the place. And this is the one that I choose to carry. It's actually heavy because it's full of water right now, but these have been around forever. World War II, I believe these came out. I've seen a lot of them from like Vietnam era, and these are great. You can't boil the water in this, but if you had this set up, and I don't care for the aluminum style, so I got the stainless steel cup. And the reason I did that is because I've heard stories about people getting sick boiling water in aluminum and whatever. But this being stainless steel, I really like it, and it's really strong. But the drawback is it's a little bit heavier than the aluminum. It's not heavy, but it's a little bit more weight in my pack. And it's got these little arms that fold up here. You just unfold them. You could use this to scoop snow. You could use it as a shovel. You could use it to dig a latrine. There's a million things you can use this for. You can boil your water in this and cook your food in this, but the main thing is boiling your water. If you're in a woodsy outdoor scenario, whatever, camping trip, whatever it is, a hiking trip, if you have something like this, you can boil your water in it to purify it, pour it through something like your sock, your shirt, whatever, bandana, so you can fill up your canteen. You want to boil it probably 3-4 minutes at a rolling boil, and you're gonna have water that you can drink. And I've drank some pretty nasty water by boiling it, so I mean I know it works without any problems. I've never I didn't get sick from that boiling the water or whatever. But as long as you run it through some kind of filter, bandana or whatever. But the other style that they have is, a lot of people like these bladders, and this is a bladder pack. And I have packs that have the bladders inside of them, but this is actually the whole pack itself is the bladder, and this is made by Camelback. This is brand new. We're selling this on our website, or on my girlfriend's website, but this has never been used, never had water in it. But the other sets that I have like this, they're really nice. That way when you want to go for a motorcycle ride or jump on a wheeler or a snowmobile or whatever you want to do, you can just take your water with you. And this holds a lot of water. And It says it holds 3 liters. That's a lot of water. And you can fill this up, and I noticed that with these bladder style packs like this, they don't seem like they're really heavy. It's just like carrying a backpack if you were in the woods with your gear. Now, when you have one of these inside your pack, where you have the separate bladder inside your backpack, and you fill one of these up, then you start getting into a little bit of weight. But it's got these MOLLE attachments where you can hook fishing gear, you know, fishing pole, sleeping bag, I guess. I'm not sure what these would be for, what they'd be used for, but you know, you could hook a small carabiner for your keys, your cell phone, or something like that. And then it has this here, and you know, you just run this around your shoulder and drink out of it. And this is a really nice setup. But through the years, canteens have really evolved, and I think my most favorite setup is either going to be the water bottle, and this one here, I don't boil water in this. This is insulated, and you got to be careful of that because I've actually split the sides out of these water bottles and messed them up. But you want to get a stainless steel. I imagine they make them in aluminum too, I'm not sure, but you want to get a stainless steel water bottle that doesn't have the insulation inside of it, where you can boil water in it. That way, if you're stuck out in the woods or something like that, any water that you get that doesn't have any chemicals in it, you know, you don't want to go and get water that's been leaking behind a junkyard full of oily, nasty cars, or you know, a nuclear waste plant. But if you're out in the woods somewhere, or you're stuck on the side of the road and you have snow and whatever, you could throw some snow in here and warm it up, boil it. Or if you had a, you know, break down out in the woods, you had some water out there somewhere that you found that you were afraid that the beaver were floating around in it, you know, you can get giardia or other diseases. But if you had one of these, you can boil your water up and you're good to go. But other than this water bottle here and the canteen setup, these two are my favorites. And I highly recommend that if you're going to use a canteen setup, that this guy right here, if you can afford to carry the weight, because this, you know, it's pretty heavy when you fill this up with water. And it's worth it though. I mean, if you have this much water with you, there's been days where I've gone 3 days with this amount of water, and I mean, been fine. Of course, not in the summertime. In the summertime, you know, I imagine you'd need 2 of these a day. But if you're somewhere where you can boil some water, I mean, even if you can't boil water, if you can find snow, you can just let it sit in this canteen cup set up here, and keep filling your canteen up, and you'd be ready to roll. But anyways, sorry about, you know, rambling on so long. Figured I'd share that with you guys. Appreciate you checking out our videos. Please subscribe to my channel, and you know, if you guys get a chance, please check out my girlfriend's website, mnoutlaw.customs.com. Take care.